The honey badger might look like a small wild animal, but behind that body is one of the most fearless creatures on Earth. It doesn't have the size of a lion, it doesn't have the speed of a cheetah, and it definitely doesn't look like the most dangerous animal in the wild. But the moment something challenges it, everything changes. Because the honey badger doesn't think like prey, it thinks like a fighter. This animal has built a reputation in the wild that almost feels impossible. It has been seen attacking animals much bigger than itself, facing venomous snakes, raiding beehives, and charging into danger like it has absolutely nothing to lose. And maybe that's what makes it so terrifying. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't back down. And it doesn't care who is standing in front of it. At first glance, the honey badger almost looks simple. Its body is low to the ground. Its legs are short. Its face doesn't scream apex predator, but looks can be dangerously misleading because this animal was built for survival in one of the harshest ways nature has ever designed. Its skin is incredibly thick and loose, so even if another predator grabs it, the honey badger can twist, turn, and still fight back. That alone makes it hard to control. But then you add the claws. Long, sharp, powerful claws that can tear into the ground, break into nests, dig out prey, and become brutal weapons in a fight. Then come the jaws. The honey badger bites hard, very hard, and when it attacks, it doesn't do it with fear. It does it with complete commitment. That's what makes it different from so many other animals. Most creatures in the wild are constantly calculating risk. They know when to run. They know when to hide. They know when a fight is too dangerous. The honey badger seems to ignore that entire system. It will go after snakes. And not just small harmless ones. Venomous snakes. Fast snakes. Deadly snakes. Animals that can kill in a single bite. And still, the honey badger goes in. That's one of the moments that made this animal legendary. Imagine something low to the ground, fast, aggressive, and completely fearless, facing a venomous snake that could end most animals in minutes. Most creatures would avoid it. The honey badger attacks it. It moves with speed, timing, and brutal aggression, looking for the perfect chance to strike. And once it commits, it becomes chaos. There are moments in the wild where this animal looks less like a mammal and more like a force of nature that refuses to obey fear. And that's only one part of its madness, because the honey badger is also famous for going after beehives. Yes, beehives, places full of stinging insects that most animals would never willingly disturb. But the honey badger does. It tears into the hive, takes the honey, eats the larvae, and keeps going like the pain doesn't matter. That's actually where its name comes from. The honey in honey badger doesn't come from sweetness. It comes from pure wild confidence. It will literally fight through pain for what it wants. And that tells you everything about this animal. This is not a creature that survives because life is easy. It survives because it is built to push through things that would stop almost anything else. And maybe that's why it has become so respected. Even larger predators can struggle with it, because when you attack a honey badger, you're not attacking an animal that wants to escape. You're attacking something that might actually turn around and attack you back. That's what makes encounters with it so dangerous. There are many animals in the wild that are powerful, many that are deadly, many that are terrifying, but very few have the same energy as the honey badger. This animal doesn't just survive. It confronts, it challenges, it invades, and it does all of that in a body most people would underestimate. That might be the most fascinating thing about it, because the honey badger is a reminder that danger doesn't always come in giant form. Sometimes the most dangerous thing in the wild is the creature that simply has no fear left, no hesitation, no second thoughts, just claws, teeth, instinct, and a mindset that seems almost impossible. And that's why the honey badger became more than just another animal. It became a symbol of raw survival, a creature that doesn't win because it's the biggest, but because it refuses to surrender. In a world where almost every animal fears something, the honey badger acts like fear was never part of its design. And maybe that's exactly why the wild will always remember its name. Because when the honey badger shows up, everything around it knows one thing: trouble has arrived.